Well, I think it's time to start calling people out. All you people that think what's going on in Palestine is okay are very disgusting. You're a pitiful, pathetic, disgusting people. You know, the Bible talks about you. Yeah, the Bible talks about in the last days, men's hearts shall fail them and they shall become hardened. Okay. And they won't love, they will hate their own flesh. Okay. You look at our brothers and sisters that are being persecuted, driven, murdered, raped. That's our own flesh. Okay. We're all the children of God. And, there's a lot of people better start checking their thinking on this. Okay. What's happening over in Palestine is a new low. It's man's inhumanity to men, or to the world, to God. For if you've done the least of these whatever you've done to the least of these, you've done to me. That's what Jesus said. Whatever you've done to the least of these, you've done to me. Okay? Yeah. Suffer the little children to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of heaven. And you harm one of these little ones, it's better that you'd had a millstone hung about your neck and buried in the depths of the sea, or never been born at all. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm very, very angry what's going on. And how many of you Christian Zionists that think it's okay. And how many of you self-serving, self-righteous, good for nothing, because you got yours, right? You got yours in this world. You think it's okay. Well, you know what? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And as a man thinketh, so he is. Okay, if that's the way you think, you consent to that, that's who you are. You are a murderer. You're a murderer of children. And you're going to burn in hell. And that's a promise. You will burn in hell. Unless you speedily repent in sackcloth and ashes. You get on your knees and you get on your face and you grovel before God and you beg for forgiveness. These are children. These are little children. They don't know what's going on. They're innocent. They're totally innocent. Netanyahu, Donald Trump, you scumbags, you low-life scumbags. Donald Trump sanctioned this. He sanctioned it. He told Netanyahu, do whatever you got to do. And Kushner, his son-in-law, they've had a 2-year plan to build a big resort there in Gaza so Trump and the rest of their buddies can have billions more dollars. That's what you're dealing with. Look what happened in Nazi Germany and how that actually got started. It started with the undesirables. What is an undesirable? It's whatever the government says. That is an undesirable. Everybody thinks it was just the Jews. No, it was far from that. It was way far from that. There was Christians that were undesirables. There were mental patients that were undesirables. There was intellectuals that were undesirables. Communists that were undesirables. Okay, I don't agree with communism, but they were an undesirable. And they rounded them up, put them in concentration camps, and slaughtered them. What do you think's happening today? They just change the names a little bit. That's all they do. They just change the names a little bit. They don't dare call them an undesirable. No. And then right out of Kristi Noem's mouth, we're only going after the worst of the worst. You lying. You're a liar. Look what's actually happening. There's like over 200 Americans now that are incarcerated, and I think those numbers are very, very low. Huh? What are you going to do when they come after you because you're a Christian? What do you think they're going to do after you because you believe in the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, the Constitution of the United States? What do you think they're going to do to you? The same damn thing, because you're an undesirable. Over and out.